Due to the ongoing war in the Middle East, it is only natural that our daily lives are affected. The war is disrupting air and sea travel. Therefore, there may be a delay in receiving essential supplies we have ordered. The coming weeks are decisive. That is why we are moving to extend the state of emergency. Yesterday morning, the National Security Council convened to deliberate on all recent developments.
අපි මෙසේ මහන්සි වෙනකොට යම් විපක්ෂයේ മന്ത്രിවරු කියනවා නැවක් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා ඒකේ ළමයි 300ක් ඉන්නවා බේර ගන්න මොකද්ද කරන්නේ මේගොල්ල කරුණු හොයාගන්නේ Facebook එකේ මිසක්කා පොඩ්ඩක්වත් හරියට හොයලා බලලා නෙමෙයි අර නයිනාලිකාවේ නිවේදක මහත්තයෙක් ලාලා දෙන ළමයි 300ක් හැබැයි ඊට සුළු වෙලාවකට පස්සේ ළමයි කියන කෑල්ල අහලා 300 විතරක් තියලා තියෙනවා ඒ අදාළ മന്ത്രിවරයා දැක්කේ කලින් දාපු එක විතරයි
දැන් ජාතික ආරක්ෂාව
It was claimed that the National Security Council deliberated on national security and assessed all developments. However, you are unaware that an American submarine had entered Sri Lanka's exclusive economic zone. 208 lives were saved, which is commendable. However, another 130 perished before the 208 could be saved.
Major General Saleh was arrested. All of his visitors are required to obtain a police report. This even applies to his 21-year-old son. Even his attorneys are required to conduct legal consultations under the direct supervision of the CID. A client should be free to consult their attorney at any time. However, that privilege is being violated. Minister Anand Vijaypala claimed yesterday that Shania Abesekara was not involved in any of their political endeavours. However, this is the affidavit submitted by Abesekara.
We state that presently we are engaged in active politics and are members of the retired collective of the National People's Power political party.
The member is unaware that his government's two chief investigators overseeing the East attack probe used to be the director and the DIG of the Criminal Investigation Department during the Good Governance government. Why don't you remove them from their positions? What is the point of blaming us while keeping them in their posts? It is they who received prior information of the attacks. We have more information than you. It was not only Iran who requested access. There were several other countries. However, we did not permit any of them. There is an established procedure for this. Yesterday, I used the term children to describe the crew of the vessel anchored near Sri Lanka who were awaiting our aid. I used the term children since they were cadets. I do not insinuate that they were 5 or 6-year-old toddlers. It was later revealed that there were 208 cadets on board the vessel. In the end, my request was answered. I thank the President for taking action even at the last moment. Although we imagine ourselves to be mere spectators, we cannot predict how or when we might become embroiled in global developments. The fate of IRIS Derana, which recently suffered an attack off the coast of Galle, is a perfect example for this. This uncertainty is what prompted us to extend the state of emergency. We do not gain an iron dome by merely imposing emergency regulations. However, it allows us to prepare ourselves to the best of our ability.